from WCIA3 News.
It's a little bit of a sacrifice, here and there, but not really.
This woman packed up her car with homemade meals, delivering holiday cheer to those who needed help on Christmas.
Many first responders did not get to spend Christmas with their families. Instead, they handled emergency calls all day. We'll tell you how they kept busy.
To take a little fur baby like this home for the holiday season.
If you're thinking of adopting a pet, this shelter is lowering their adoption fees. How they're letting people take animals home for the holidays to give them a break from the cage.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
I've learned something that a human being is absolutely the most important, valuable thing on the earth.
That's why this woman from Mahomet made it her mission to help those feeling lonely this holiday. Good evening. I'm Mark Maxwell.
And I'm Jennifer Jensen. A woman from Mahomet spent her Christmas handing out hot meals and hugs all over Champaign County. WCIA 3's Andy Olson got to ride along with her, and he joins us now. Andy, how many people did she help today?
Well, Jennifer, Catherine Woodcock says she was able to feed 13 people today. She admitted that she doesn't have a lot to begin with, but that didn't stop her from warming up Christmas for others. When Catherine Woodcock posted on Facebook she would make meals for people alone on Christmas, she didn't expect this kind of response. Over 600 people reacted and 100 people commented on her post. She wants to remind people you don't have to travel the world to make a difference.
Honestly, you start inside of your front door and you just minister to who you're in contact with, and that is where you start. And that's what I hope people will take away from that, is it's really an easy thing to do,
Woodcock had time to celebrate Christmas with her own family, but she was inspired to lend a hand by some of her past. Her husband died a few years ago, and she knows the loneliness that can follow. She wanted people to know they're loved. She says doing that for others brings her joy too.
I have more joy and more peace in my life than I ever did even when we had a full sleigh of stuff under the tree. So I don't know, I'm just giving the best gift that I got, and that's to love other people.
This was the first year that Woodcock has ever done anything like this. When I asked her if she would do it again, she said it's on. She hopes even more people can be helped next year. Jennifer?
All right, Andy, thank you for that story.
Pretty cool there.
Absolutely.
While many people had the day off, first responders know there are no breaks when it comes to emergencies.
A small but dedicated group of Champaign firefighters worked on this holiday, waiting for calls they hoped would never come. They began the morning with a family breakfast, and while their gifts for each other aren't exactly the traditional kind you'd find under the tree, they tell us they're meaningful nonetheless.
Guys will come in early so guys can get relieved early to go home and spend time with their kids on Christmas morning and open their presents and things like that. And I had guys do that for me when my daughter was younger, and that's a tradition that continues here.
Across the board, first responders are at the ready, but hoping Christmas remains a silent night. And while the holidays are usually spent with loved ones, not everybody can be at home.
Some people have spent days, weeks, or months in hospitals. WCIA3's Jen Lask shares how OSF's doctors, nurses, and staff surprised patients on Christmas.
At OSF Heart of Mary, doctors, nurses, and staff are putting their heart and soul into lifting spirits. They're using a different kind of medicine, music.
Here we go. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Surprising patients on every floor.
Come on out.
11-year-old Sydney and his mom Shannon Scott didn't expect to be waking up to the sound of music.
He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
I had appendicitis and my appendix got taken out.
Sydney is one of 5 children, and he showed signs of appendicitis, and he would be number 3 child that has had his appendix out, so I knew what we were looking at.
Sydney says he's eager to return home.
At least get some presents from Santa.
But for now, he'll settle for a visit from Santa's elves.
Were we any good?
Awesome.
And even if the carolers are not always in tune, they're in touch with what matters the most.
Merry Christmas.
It's all about hope and joy, fellowship, and health.
As for Shannon, she's looking forward to the greatest gift of all.
Seeing all my kids together.
And thinking of others wishing for the same. In Urbana, Jen Lask, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
The songs were such a big hit, staff members hope to have an encore with the same tradition next Christmas.
A homeless shelter did something extra for people who walked in their doors today. We'll tell you what they gave out.
Plus, don't forget the animals. How you can help the pets left alone over the holidays next.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Steinmeier Roofing.
Wimpy trash bags. Come on.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Hey, ladies, buy Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
I wish.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong. Costs less than Glad Force Flex were sold head-to-head.
Yummy lip balm. Yummy lip balm? My lips get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keeffe's Lip Repair. It's all-day moisture in one use and is guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips. Thanks to O'Keeffe's, I got my lips back.
At Ward Martin Buick GMC, we give you the service and selection you deserve. Our price match guarantee ensures that you'll get the best deal. Plus, our white glove service will pick up your vehicle, get it serviced, washed, and returned to you in a timely manner, so you can get the most out of your maintenance without the hassle. It's time you discovered the dealership experience you deserve. Hurry into Ward Martin Buick GMC today. Online at wardenmartin.com.
If you have hearing loss, you can still enjoy the convenience of your cell phone with a mini cell phone amplifier, free to all qualified Illinois residents from iTac. Secure, easy, free. Stay connected on the go. Learn more about this free program at itactty.org. Keep Illinois connected.
When you want the ultimate powerhouse of force and freedom, you turn to the Ford F-150, the one truck that can get through anything. Get it for less during the Built for the Holidays sales event at Champaign Ford City. Drive a new F-150 Crew Cab for up to $13,000 off MSRP. Drive the truck that never gives up from Champaign Ford City. All roads lead to Ford City, located on Prospect and I-74 in Champaign.
A fresh cracked egg, sausage, melty cheese, all in a toasty English muffin.
Wake up breakfast with McDonald's.
Come to McDonald's and enjoy one of our bacon breakfast sandwiches.
Tomorrow on CI Living, we've devoted the entire episode to our favorite critters from 2019.
Snakes and birds and possums, oh my. Be sure to set your DVR for 4.
The most accurate forecast with weather alerts and interactive radar. The WCIA3 weather app. Always on. Download it today.
The Viewers Club is coming to the news at 9 on X49. Starting this Monday, you'll have a chance to win $100. Watch for your Viewers Club card number. If you see your number, claim your prize. The Viewers Club on the news at 9, coming Monday on X49.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by the Housing Authority of Champaign County. Live from your local news leader, Jessica Coons, Paul Cicchini, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Lighty and Brett Behrens on sports. You're watching WCIA3 News at 10.
An animal shelter has a Christmas wish. They want people to give pets a break from their cage and take them home for the holidays.
Decatur and Macon County Animal Control is running an adoption special right now through January 4th. You can take a pet home to see if they're a good fit, and if they are, you can adopt them for a reduced fee, half the price of $40. And if it doesn't work out, the animals can be taken back, knowing at least they got a break from the shelter life.
Well, there's a ton of families that, maybe they have a lot of extracurriculars with their kids, or maybe they have other animals in the house they're not sure we'll be accepting. And this program's a great program for families like that to take advantage of, because it gives you an opportunity to feel confident about your decision before you finalize and make a full-time commitment.
We'll have a link to the adoption applications on our website at WCIA.com.
Do you think that black cat is still available?
I don't know, but I hope not. I hope somebody took it home for that.
Why, you want it?
I hope it looked pretty. It looked like a great cat there. Like
Go to the shelter.
Yeah, I've been here working all day.
Tomorrow, it's always a good day.
Not a white Christmas though.
Not a white Christmas indeed. It's been unseasonably warm, and unfortunately, for those of you snow lovers, that snow isn't going to be back anytime soon. All of details on how long this warm front will be with us right after this.
Hi, I'm Mel Robbins, and as a best-selling author and host of The Mel Robbins Show, I've met so many inspiring women. Women who are leaders, teachers, mothers, and friends. Now, I want to know, who are the remarkable women in your life? Because we want to share their stories.
Nominate a remarkable woman from your community at WCIA.com, and she could win a trip to The Mel Robbins Show in New York City. Inland Place, recognizing remarkable women.
The Illini are bull-bound, and your WCIA3 sports team is highlighting how they got there. Thursday at 6:30 on WCIA3, sponsored by Classic Granite and Marble, Awesome Machines, and Logic Everyday Community. WCIA3 News is sponsored by Edelman Electric Plumbing and HVAC.
Make your holiday bright at Sullivan Park Hill. Come see us and jingle all the way home in a new low-mile Chevrolet, Cadillac, Mercedes, or Volvo during our holiday demo sale. Now at Sullivan Park Hill in Champaign.
Sullivan Park Hill, let's drive!
Hello, I'm Craig McDonald with the McDonald Real Estate Company. Since 2010, we've been Champaign-Urbana's #1 team. And I'd like to introduce you to my Flex Plan listing, offering flexible commissions, the right to sell it yourself, and if you're not happy with my performance, fire me at any time. Let my clients speak.
2 homes sold in less than 6 days. Sold before it hit the market.
Sold in 1 day.
I'm not bragging, I'm applying for a job, and I want to be your realtor. Give me a call today at 217-359-7971, and thank you.
Oh, wow, new Toyota? Yeah, we got a great deal at Toyotathon.
Huh. Yeah. Welcome to the final days of Toyotathon.
We made it.
Yeah, we did.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2019 Toyota Highlander. Hurry in today.
Toyotathon is on, but it all ends January 6th.
Toyota, let's go places.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Evergreen Place Assisted Living, Champaign. Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with Amelia Henderson.
Well, for all of you snow lovers, today wasn't the greatest Christmas because we did not see snow on the ground. In fact, temperatures 61 degrees, feeling more like spring. In fact, the last time we saw temperatures above 50 degrees was when I was born in 1994. So very unseasonably warm day today, and that warm front is going to continue to bring that warm air in for the next few days here. Tonight, cloudy skies are tracking on into the area for an overall pretty cloudy night, but staying dry as we continue later on into the night and into the early start of tomorrow morning. And temperatures right now staying into the 50s. 51 degrees in Champaign, 55 in Paris, 57 the warm spot down south in Effingham, 53 a little bit cooler the further north we go in Pontiac, 54 in Watseka. Now, as we continue later on tonight into the early start of tomorrow morning, really not cooling down all that much, staying into the low 50s, upper 40s. 49 degrees is what we're hovering at. And then really going to be warming up tomorrow, another unseasonably warm day. Back to where we were today, around 61 degrees. Cloudy skies will continue to develop into the area, but remaining dry for us the rest of this week, both on Thursday and Friday. 30 degrees above average around for, again, tomorrow. So very warm. 49 on Friday, still about 20 degrees warmer than where we should be. And then again, nearly 60 degrees for your Saturday, but that's when this next round of precipitation will be tracking on in. So the average for this time of year is about 34 degrees. As you can see, really for the rest of December, we are well above average. Very nice conditions the next few days here. But as we go into the weekend, into the afternoon hours, I recommend if you do have any outdoor plans for the first half of the day, get those done early, because then all of this precipitation, as this low pressure system tracks into the area, going to be bringing us some pretty active weather, some showers to start out the day, and then some heavy downpours. You can see this darker green. That's that heavy downpours we are going to be experiencing for the second half of your Saturday night. A little bit of a break in the action Sunday morning, and then we're going to be seeing this cold front move on in, and we're going to be seeing a little bit of a wintry mess, both some snow along with all of that rain. So for those of you traveling home from all of those holiday festivities, I recommend taking it slow. Be safe on those roads over the weekend. But tonight, man, staying warm for us. 53 degrees tonight. Again, feeling more like spring than Christmas night for us. And as we continue tomorrow, same situation as today. So go outside and enjoy it while you can.
Nothing to complain about right now.
I'm really not complaining, but like I said, those people who love snow, I'm sorry.
There's always next year.
There's always next year, that's right.
Amelia, thank you. Still to come tonight, we look back at a year of exciting highlights and the top 5 storylines in high school sports.
Plus, volunteers came together to feed the hungry this Christmas.
It's wonderful to know that the community supports us.
How this homeless shelter went above and beyond to make sure no one went without a Christmas meal.
I'm Heather Roberts, and this is your CI Living Community Calendar. The annual Illini Farm Toy Show is back at the Garden Hotel Urbana on January 3rd and 4th. Check out the live consignment auction Saturday at 10:30. And the 33rd annual Shambana Jan Jam has a special weekend of music and dancing planned for January 3rd. The weekend will also feature workshops and other fun activities. Submit your community event over on WCIA.com, and I'll see you weekdays at 4 for CI Living.
We make life easy and convenient for our customers. Find what you're looking for at our dealership or from the comfort of your couch. Get the same quality customer experience online, and we'll even deliver your new purchase right to your front door. At Honda of Champaign, the experience drives everything.
When people miss out on what they want, they get a little frustrated. Don't be like them. Get what you want, like a shiny new Honda with incredible year-end clearance savings. Every Honda is clearance priced during Happy Honda Days, so you save on the 2019 best SUV brand, like HRV, CRV, Passport, and Pilot. Drive home the CRV today for $259 a month. Get up and go to your Central Illinois Honda dealer. Don't miss out.
Start your next project and save big money now at Menards. Save on Boss Stitch tools from Menards. This 6-gallon air compressor comes with a brad nailer and a 15-foot air hose. Just $169. Find the right saw for the job with Skill Saw. Pick up this 13-amp corded reciprocating saw for only $89. This 15-amp corded reciprocating saw is best in class at suppressing vibrations. Just $169. Take advantage of these great deals now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Extreme speed. Soar from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Extreme Wi-Fi 360. It's 360 degrees of coverage and a whole new way to Wi-Fi. Extreme power. Streaming so real you can feel it. Feel it. Extreme reliability. Because your life depends on it.
Save time and money at Napleton's Auto Park of Urbana. With 7 manufacturers in one location, why go anywhere else? Plus, we have a huge selection of used cars to fit every budget. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at Napleton's Auto Park of Urbana. With over 600 vehicles in stock, we have you covered. And we have financing options for everyone, regardless of your situation. Visit us or shop online at napletonsautopark.com.
Napleton, second to none since 1931.
I've spent a lot of time talking to people looking for their next car. Imagine a hassle-free relationship with friendly people who listen and solve your problem. Let us change the way you think about buying your next car. At Honda of Champaign, the experience drives everything.
The news continues here on WCIA3, your local news leader.
A group in Springfield spent Christmas making sure everyone had somewhere to go.
Helping Hands in Springfield doesn't normally serve lunch at their homeless shelter, but they made an exception for the holiday. Cole Henke has the story.
Like family, so you don't think about it. It's not like coming to work. It's like coming to spend time with people that you care about.
The Helping Hands shelter in Springfield is open 24 hours, but it normally only serves 1 meal per day. But that changed for Christmas.
It's wonderful to know that the community supports us, but volunteers keep us going every day of the year, and so we appreciate them, especially on holidays.
The holiday meal is thanks to donations from people in the community and other organizations that help out. They wanted to make sure that everyone had a place to go this Christmas.
I did my Christmas last night with my grandkids and my family, and I just woke up. I looked at all the food that we had that was going to go to waste, and the first thing I think of is the guys here.
But to be able to serve so many people, Helping Hands needed a few helping hands themselves. So they relied on their volunteers to help, who gave up their Christmas in return. But to them, it was hardly a sacrifice.
Actually, our clients here are like family to us. So just being around and knowing that we're here to support them, it puts them in a much better mood. So just knowing that we made the changes to stay open, there's going to be a nice hot meal. We've had tons of volunteers drop off gifts and goodie bags. So, you know, everybody is in a really good mood.
Reporting in Springfield, Cole Hankey, WCIA 3.
During this time of year, Helping Hands will work with other organizations to stagger their schedules so their employees and volunteers have time off to spend with their families.
You see him every week on WCIA 3 News. Between live shots, anchoring, traveling, and spending time with his family, Brett Behrens finds time to give back by donating blood.
He shared how blood donations saved his own life with WCIA 3's Jen Lask.
Okay, 3, 2, and 1.
From in studio to the sidelines, Central Illinois to sports arenas across the country, Brett Behrens is chasing his dream every day as sports director, breaking news round the clock, even as he donates blood.
In 2006, I was in a really bad accident, catapulted 80 feet in the air, and working on a cell phone tower in Rochester. And fortunately, I was able to get really good medical help and ended up having a whole bunch of injuries and lost my leg as a result of it.
Brett, who was just 18 years old at the time, spent 54 days in the hospital and 13 days in a coma. He learned he received multiple blood transfusions. And after recovering, the generosity of strangers inspired him to give back as well.
Felt like that is my responsibility to give back to everyone else that may be in a predicament that was unfortunate as mine.
That's why he now donates as much as possible and has become a familiar face for lab technicians like Carol Weesey. Weesey says she's inspired by the people she meets every day at her job, like Brett.
I feel honored to work here with people that just come in and give. I'm just amazed. I had no idea before I had this job that people were willing to do this for other people they never even see. It's amazing.
Everyone is going to have a moment in their life that they're not expecting, that they're going to need help. I firmly believe that. And so for me, it's about paying it forward in that sense.
A small prick that could make all the difference. In Urbana, Jen Lask, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
We want to let you know about the WCIA 3 blood drive that's happening on Friday. You can donate at any of our locations from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have a list of locations and a place to register at WCIA.com.
Yeah, you can show up at 4 a.m. if you want, but no one's going to be there. But yeah, be like Brett. Donate blood. Brett's, even now, he's still busy. He's out on the road.
He does it all, you guys. He is on a plane as we speak, heading out to California to cover Illinois in the bowl game. But before we get to that, we'll take you through some of the best moments of 2019 in the high school sports season. We have numbers 1 through 5 in our countdown coming up next.
This portion of WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Sullivan Parkhill. Let's drive.
I think patient first care, in a sense, the name says exactly what it is, and that is that the patient always comes first. And if we lose that focus, we really have lost our way, I think. We have to meet patients where they are. For many patients, the first contact with HS at all will be through the medical group, and they may never, ever go inside one of our hospitals. So I think it would be a mistake for us to think that only in the acute care, only in the hospital, is HSHS care provided. If you talk about walk-in clinics and more ambulatory care settings, it's maybe the 21st century's version of what the sisters did when they first came. It's certainly the way healthcare is delivered today, and the goal really is not to use the hospital any more than absolutely necessary. We know with patient first care that we respect the patient, and that's the first thing that I think any of us need to do. The patient is the reason that we exist. My hope is that that continues to grow into the future.
Goodwill to
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Warden Martin Buick GMC. And now, WCIA3 Sports with Marley Weirdo.
It's been another great year in the high school sports season. Tonight, we wrap up our countdown of the top 10 moments of 2019 with numbers 5 through 1. WCIA3, Brett Behrens has more on this eventful year in Central Illinois.
We pick up our countdown on the mat, where 3 area wrestlers win state titles, headlined by Urbana's Luke Luffman. The senior three-peated, becoming the first guy in Champaign-Urbana history to win 3 state titles. Meanwhile, it was an all-local match at 182 pounds, with Clinton's Micah Downs beating Unity's Cade Scott for the championship. Hopeton area's Ezra Elliott capped his senior season in perfect style, winning the 138-pound title, becoming the first wrestler from his school to win it all in 40 years. Teutopolis baseball winning its 7th state trophy in the last 10 years. The Shoes take home their 4th title in a decade, beating Pleasant Plains. Head coach Justin Fleener has a record of 303 wins to just 63 losses and 2 ties since 2010. Over at the Eastside Center, Mount Zion softball not only made it back to state, but improved its finish. A year after taking 4th, the Braves move up a spot and win their final game of the season to come in 3rd. We head to Charleston for number 3 with state track and field. In all, 26 area boys and girls individuals and relays won gold, with an even split between the two. Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond's Kinley Nettles dominates the Class 1A meet, single-handedly leading the Knights to a 5th place team finish with 3 individual state titles. St. Teresa and St. Joseph Ogden tie for 3rd as a team in 1A, with Southeast 2nd in 2A, Monticello 3rd, and Urbana 5th. On the boys' side, Salt Fork brings home the Class 1A team title despite not winning any individual gold medal. Pana ties for 2nd, getting 2 state championships from sprinter Cody Klein. Muhammad Seymour's Hunter Hendershot sweeps the throws as the Bulldogs take 3rd in Class 2A. Rochester football is on another level. The Rockets move up a class to 5A and still win a state title. It's the program's 8th championship in 10 years. Derek Leonard's teams have won double-digit games every season since 2008. In Class 1A, Central A&M returns to the title game for the first time since 2001, falling to Lena Winslow, capping a 13-1 season. Up in 3A, Williamsville is crowned champ, making history for the program as first-time title winners after beating Byron. And that paves the way for our number 1 high school sports storyline of 2019, basketball. The Schlarman girls make history, winning back-to-back titles as Class 1A state champs, led by Notre Dame 5-star recruit Anea Peoples. Schlarman goes 65-3 in its 2 title years, living up to its sky-high expectations. Tri-County made a run to Redbird as well. The Titans come in 4th, winning the program's 5th trophy. Teutopolis appeared in its 4th Final Four in the last 6 years, but falls just 3 points short of winning its first state title since 1995. Meanwhile, St. Joseph Ogden was 3rd in 2A after losing to the Shoes in the semis. And up in 3A, Sacred Heart Griffin takes 4th. At Boys State, Cissna Park made a run, but ran out of gas, losing to Providence St. Mel in the title game. The Timberwolves sent longtime head coach Kevin Long out in style with the best season in school history. Central A&M bounces back after losing to the T-Wolves in the semis. The Raiders are once again favored to be back in Peoria in 2020. Up in 2A, Gibson City Melvin Sibley makes its first appearance in the Final Four. And after losing by 2 in the semifinals, the Falcons took Chicago scoreless to overtime and won the 3rd place game by 9. There you have it, the top 10 high school sports storylines from 2019. Here's to an even better 2020. For WCIA3 Sports, I'm Brett Behrens.
All right, thank you, Brett. Illinois football is heading to the Red Box Bowl in California. You can watch our 30-minute Bowl Bound special. It airs tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. right here on WCIA3. And once Brett arrives in California, he will be live at 5, 6, and 10 tomorrow. So we're going to have plenty of coverage every step of the way as Illinois prepares for their first bowl game in 5 years.
A lot to watch. The buzz is building. A lot of anticipation in the air.
Yeah, this week is going to have people kind of on the edge of their seats as they wait in anticipation.
All right, Marley, thanks.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Subaru of Champaign County.
Muhammad Car Connection believes you deserve a better car experience. Our award-winning service shop will keep your vehicle running, and our sales team will help you purchase a quality pre-owned vehicle with ease. Shift expectations. Experience the MCC difference.
Yummy lip balm. Yummy lip balm? My lips get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief.
That's why I use O'Keeffe's Lip Repair. It's all-day moisture in one use and is guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips. Thanks to O'Keeffe's, I got my lips back.
It's the darkest time of the year. Headlight savings time. And if you could protect the ones you love with a simple switch to whiter, brighter Sylvania bulbs, wouldn't you?
When you want the ultimate powerhouse of force and freedom, you turn to the Ford F-150, the one truck that can get through anything. Get it for less during the Built for the Holidays sales event at Champaign Ford City. Drive a new F-150 Crew Cab for up to $13,000 off MSRP. Drive the truck that never gives up from Champaign Ford City. All roads lead to Ford City, located on Prospect and I-74 in Champaign.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. And while you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150. Built for the holidays.
Now get an F-150 with 20% estimated savings of $11,613, plus complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass, or get 0% for 72 months.
At Muhammad Car Connection, we keep shopping for a vehicle online easy. We handle the financing and paperwork and get it ready for delivery, taking all that stressful back and forth out of buying a quality car. All you need to do is sign. Shift expectations. Experience the MCC difference.
The Viewers Club is on WCIA 3 News at 5. Don't miss your chance to win $100 with your Viewers Club card. Watch the News at 5 to win.
Before we let you go, a little something different tonight. Marley Weirda's gift to Central Illinois. Marley, something special?
Yeah.
You want to explain what they're about to see?
You know, it's just really amazing what you can do on the internet. Needless to say, I downloaded everyone's faces and, you know, just roll the video. Here we go. You'll love it.
Recognize that face. Okay.
All right. And you are the star of the show.
He's the main one there.
So all of these faces are headshots of us. And there we go.
Hey, that's all of us.
As your elves of Christmas.
You guys didn't know I had those moves.
Yeah, can you dance like that in real life? Or?
I mean, unfortunately for the people at home, the desk is blocking what...
That's incredible. So cute.
I love it. We're going to need to get the dance routine down, you know, and do it.
I want a copy of that video. We'll post it to our website.
Oh, absolutely.
I just don't want it to be overlooked. That took a lot of upper body strength, that one move.
Oh my God.
I love this. That's your little solo right there. That's you and me, Mark.
There it is.
Hey.
All right. Well, that's our Christmas gift, like we said.
We had to have a little fun in the holidays. We hope you had fun as well.
Absolutely. All right, 7-day forecast here. Very unseasonably warm temperatures, not only for your Christmas day, but also for your Thursday at 61 degrees. We're going to be seeing those clouds start to develop into the area both tonight and for your Thursday. Friday staying dry as well, but Saturday and Sunday, lots of precipitation in our future.
From us here, our family here at WCIA, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Have a good night.